going on, everybody, and welcome to part 4 of my playthrough for Plants vs. Zombies. In the last episode, we got through the first kind of world of Plants vs. Zombies, and in this episode, we made it to the night levels, which is pretty much World 2, Level 2, however you want to look at it. But, like I said, in the last time we ended off, the night levels are actually my favorite, the initial night levels. There are other night levels, but I don't like them quite as much, but these are definitely my favorite, and it's a different way to play the game. Which is why I kind of like this game, actually. There's a lot of ways to play. So, almost essential to the night levels, I don't have to pick this, but it's you're going to want to pick this, is the puff shroom. It causes 0 sun. At night, sun becomes much more scarce because sun doesn't fall from the sky, and therefore it makes it harder to get anything up, including your sunflowers. But sunflowers are very essential. Like, if you don't add sunflowers, it'll tell you, like, okay, you're really going to want sunflowers. Like, maybe you could have done it before without sunflowers, but not now. Yeah, I don't think you could possibly win with just puff shrooms. Maybe. They are pretty crazy. Alright, let's choose... Yeah, that's... You know what? I'm gonna throw off this and add on this. I think. Yeah, that's good. Alright. And these, I'll get to explain these gravestones in just a second. First, we're gonna throw the puff shroom. No sun. Recharges pretty fast. It's very useful. It can shoot, I think, 3 blocks ahead of it. Like, say, 1, 2, 3. But if a zombie is 4 or more away from it, it can't touch it. Oh, I didn't mean to put that sunflower there, but oh well. Hopefully nothing's gonna get past these row of shrooms anyways. These are actually... I'm gonna say my second or third favorite plant. I'm not totally sure. But yeah, don't have, like, any regrets. Like, throw them out the second you get them. You might as well, you know what I mean? And they do a decent amount of damage, yeah, within 3 block radius. And, yeah, they're just really great. Like, I love these guys. Unfortunately, the catch with shrooms is they sleep during the day, so once we get out of these night levels and move back to day levels, we won't be able to use any of the mushrooms again. Okay, but, yeah, like these graves that you can see here, zombies will actually sometimes spawn out of them, especially when, like, waves come or certain... Like, you know, points where it's like a huge wave of zombies is coming, and then, like, a ton of zombies will pop out of one grave. It's, see, and then they can, if it's a regular zombie, the shrooms can actually stop them without any help. I usually get, like, 2 or 3 rows, sometimes 4, and I just, like, throw them out there as, like, fodder. But, yeah, really, you don't need anything else. If you have sunflowers for, like, emergencies, like to get some walnuts or something if you need it, for, more defended zombies, like, you know, zombies with newspapers, or any of that. I don't even think we've seen zombies with newspapers yet. When we get to them, I'll point them out. That's the one thing I might forget to do. Like, I'm going to try to show off every single plant for sure. But, about, like, new zombies. Yeah, here we go. This is the first introduction of money. Money's going to be a big part in this game. It's not the biggest part, but it's half the fun of the game, really. It's where it starts to pick up a little bit more. Sometimes when you kill zombies, they'll drop money now, and later when we get to, play some mini-games, that's where we're going to make our real money. Okay, yeah, see, these guys, I don't think we've run into them yet. Like, if a new zombie pops up and I don't point it out, then I apologize, but sometimes I kind of forget because, I don't know, I've played the game a couple times now. But yeah, newspaper zombies, they have a slight shield, and once it's destroyed, they actually get mad and move pretty fast. But I think we're going to be able to take him out. Oh, yeah, nice. But yeah, that's the newspaper zombies. They're not the worst zombies, definitely they're... I'll point out my least favorite zombie when we get to him. It's not until the very last level of the game. Throw another one of these guys, and then yeah, see, we're already pretty set up here. We can start throwing out pea shooters, and I'll be fine for the rest of this level. Not a problem at all. But yeah, these gravestones, we can actually do something about them later, and it's a plant you don't use often, but I think it's one of the coolest plants in the game. No offense to Chopper. And yeah, 2 rows of sunflowers, yeah, we're set. I mean, seriously, these guys don't seem like they do that much damage, but they're pretty good. They're really good shrooms. Not against, like, armored zombies. I mean, we're not gonna get, like, armored zombies in, like, night armor. That would be terrible. I just realized if they had put a zombie with, like, a full armor set, but it took, like, something like 200 shots to take down, oh, that would have been horrible. But no, there are zombies with actually, like, higher defense. You'll see some later. I'll point them out. Actually, we'll get into some with, like, I think, screen doors in this level. Not this level specifically. See, here come the zombies. That can actually... It might not seem like that big of a deal, but it gets them closer, so I have less time to get damage on them. And here we go. This is a gold coin before we picked up a silver. Gold does 50, silver does 10. And later we'll get other things that do like 1,000, and for doing like bigger things. But yeah, getting up the little change now is not a bad idea. And later the change can really add up, like playing through the game regularly. And that's the end of that level. Nothing to it. And now you can see, for keeping our lawnmowers, we also get a gold coin for each of those. And we get a new sun shroom. This is actually a very, very useful plant that I wish I could use during the day more often. It gives a small amount of sun at first, and then later, at maybe like a minute or 2 minute mark, it grows into a full, pretty much a sunflower, and gives a full amount of sun for like half the price. So that's really useful. Crazy Dave. Hey, you've collected 330 coins so far. Have I really? When you collect 750, I'll sell you something real neato. I have no idea what he could be talking about, but I'm sure he wouldn't scam us, right? Okay, so yeah, obviously these are going to be the essentials. I'm not even going to stock sunflowers anymore because we won't need them. These are pretty much going to do all the work for us, and then I'll just throw this, 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 and this. Yeah, we should be good. Let's rock. And have we seen bucket zombies yet? I can't think. What does that say? Just resting. That's funny. I don't think I've seen a gravestone saying anything on it before. Just resting. That's really funny. No, I've never seen that before. That's funny. But see, we can get 2 of these guys out now. They give only a little bit. They only give 15, but it won't take that long before they're full-sized ones, and then they're given a bunch. And we get, I think you honestly get them out quicker. I think it just works out better. Probably the math actually doesn't, and it's just regular. But I prefer these as to regular sunflowers. Especially at night, obviously. They're way more useful. And you guys, seriously, I don't know. If you don't pick these guys, you'd be in for a real tough fight without them. They might not seem like much, but they're really good. But yeah, I don't even know if we got to the bucket zombies yet, but the bucket zombies are pretty much like an upgrade to the cone zombies. We have fought cone zombies, right? I can't even remember. It's the problem with taking so much time in between videos, which I don't like to do, but seriously, the last 3 days I've had nothing but work. Like, I wake up, I go to work, I come home. I mean, I guess I play video games for a while, but like, I don't know. It's like I'm usually up pretty late, but at the same time I've explained why like I can't record during the time, mostly because I just don't want to wake people up, and I'm not loud, I guess, but I'm not quiet either. I don't know. I don't like to be too quiet. I like to like whisper, guys, like, hey, guys, welcome to my Let's Play, where I'm gonna play the game. Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I used to be quiet. Everyone starts out rough. I don't think I've ever had seen anyone who started out with the first video like perfect. Everything just went perfect. I don't know. If you did that, then you really had some help or something. Like, I didn't have any help with starting my videos. I just kind of, oh, come on, take him out, sweet. I just kind of like, I don't know, went with my gut feeling, and I think I've come pretty far on my own. I mean, it's not like I figured everything out on my own. I've looked up some videos and stuff and everything, but yeah, I think I've come pretty far, pretty good. Definitely, I know before my mic was kind of quiet. I was a little quiet. I mean, you gotta think, for anyone who doesn't do playthroughs, or anyone who has attempted it, you kind of know, like, for talking to yourself for the first time in a room can be a little bit odd when you don't really know what to talk about or what to say. Some people like to just stick to the game, some people talk about random stuff. I always like to think I'm an even blend between the two, the game and random stuff, and I think that's, I don't know, that's what I like to hear. I mean, I've watched strict playthroughs where people just talk about the game, like, here's the best strategy, here's the way I do this, here's all this. But, I've also had people who just don't talk about the game at all. And I've also had people, I watch playthroughs that people don't talk, or only talk once in a while, like say a few words somewhere, but then don't, like, do a running commentary like I do. And I gotta be honest, it's surprising I do a running commentary, because I'm not that big of a talker otherwise. Not really. Like, I can talk. It's not that I can't talk. But I usually just don't. I'm not chatty, if you will. Like, at my work, like, I remember, like, the first week I was there, I wasn't talking to anyone. One of the dudes was asking me, hey, are you shy? And I'm like, no, man. No. And then other people were like, you need to, like, loosen up and smile more. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll, like, you know, like, yeah. I don't know. Supermarket isn't my ideal job. And I don't plan on being there forever. Like most people, I don't think anyone actually plans to be there forever, but, you know. Yeah, we've seen cone zombies before. This is no magic like this. See, I'm so set up right now that I could just walk away and I'm sure I'd be fine. And seriously, at this point, like, you can just throw these guys out like fodder. Let's just take him out real quick. I'm gonna throw this here just because I got the money. Got that YouTube money. God, I gotta stop watching Epic Mealtime. Like every morning I wake up and then I watch Epic Mealtime when they like they're the first guys that have been in my subscription box the last couple days. I can't, and yeah, the other thing I might not have mentioned is you can't put plants where graves are, which can be a slight inconvenience. Usually you won't see graves any closer than about the 4th row from the right in. They're usually not. You won't see a grave like right here in right next to your lawnmower. That would be really unfair. Actually, there'd be no way to stop it. Oh well, I could use a cherry bomb, but other than that, there'd be no way to stop it at this current point in the game with the arsenal that I have. Set you here. Set you here. Yeah, see, I'm like so set up right now. See how all the shrooms have become full? Like this much sun at night is a lot of sun. Because usually at night you don't need quite as much, because if you haven't noticed, there aren't as many zombies. The whole thing is kind of slowed down if you think about it. It's like I have less sun, so less plants, but there are less zombies too. It's kind of almost like a more, like, pick your battles carefully, pick what you're going to put carefully. And by carefully, I mean throw as many puff shrooms out as you possibly can. And you might as well, you know what I mean? Like, if you've got room, you might as well. I don't see why not. They only take, what is this, like... That must have been like 6, 7 seconds to recharge. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, right, roughly 7 seconds. That's pretty good for a recharge time on a plant, considering later things in the game can take a long time, and other things usually take at least like 20 seconds. So that's pretty good. I mean, look at these guys. I'm not in any danger of losing here. And it's kind of moments like this where I sort of just would like to speed it up. I mean, of course, you want to listen to my wonderful commentary, but I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, the game would take considerably less time. I mean, for a game-wise, you're having fun doing it, but for a video-wise, you're kind of like, well, it's clear I'm not going to lose here. They're not going to throw out anything ridiculous at me. I should have probably kept a cherry bomb on myself. Oh, I forgot they could eat things underground. Uh-oh. Not that I'm not really worried about that, but, you know. How much money do we got now? Oh, that's our first one in a while. But yeah, when we get to the minigames, I'm thinking about devoting, like, kind of like one minigame episode, I guess. Yeah, that would probably be a good idea, just to show off a couple minigames to get the idea. And then after I beat the game, I think I'll show off all the extras at the end, if I have time. At the moment, I'm kind of running out of time for October and all Oktoberfest. Oh, God. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm not going to just leave these playthroughs. Like, if I was halfway done with this game, I wouldn't just leave it when November's done. I would actually finish the game. I wanted to finish this off for October, but like I said, this game was a last-minute add-on to my list, and I've had a little bit less time than I thought I would. It wasn't very smart of me to start up like so many playthroughs when I was not so good on my other ones to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't staying very on track with them because I didn't have a whole lot of time. How can we take him out fast? We can't. They're not gonna get through, are they? Hold on a second. Prove me wrong, wait. And jump. Yeah! And now we get one of, I guess I don't ever really use this. It's a fume shroom. It shoots fumes that can pass through screen doors. Now, I don't really understand how this works so well. I think it works on other zombies too. I was under the impression when I read the description it only worked on screen door zombies. I was like, well, that's not very helpful. But I think it does like do a good amount of damage through a bunch of zombies. Like if zombies are in a row, I think it does damage to all of them in a row, but very slight, not like a lot. So I think that is kind of useful, and I think it goes through shielded enemies pretty well. So we're definitely going to be using them at least once, but we might be using them a little bit more too. I'm probably going to end up using all of the shrooms. If you haven't noticed, we're getting a bunch of shrooms here. So, yeah, but I think that's going to do it for this episode. We made some good progress and got some of my favorite... I don't know, I think the shrooms are actually my favorite plants in the game. They may not be the most interesting, but I feel like they're for, like you know, like big things come in a little package sort of deal. That's my mentality. But, yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, so I thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, let me know, and until next time, I'll catch you later.